भगवती उत्तम श्लोके भक्तिर्भवति नैष्ठिके कृष्णाय वासुदेवाय देवकी नंदनाय च नन्दगोपकुमाराय गोविन्दाय नमो नमः. So reading from Bhagavad Gita, chapter 11, text number 36. Up to this point, Lord has shown Arjuna his Vishwarupa, the universal form. And whatever he has seen, that he has already described. Now, Arjuna, when Krishna spoke to him about how things are going on the battlefield, then he asked, Arjuna Vacha Sthane Rishikesha Tava Prakirtya Sthane Rishikesha Tava Prakirtya Jagat Rahasya Anurajyate Cha Rakshansi Bhitani Dishodravanti Rakshansi Bhitani Dishodravanti Sarve Namasyanti Cha Siddha Sangha Sarve Namasyanti Cha Siddha Sangha. O Rishikesh, the world becomes joyful upon hearing your name, and thus everyone becomes attached to you. Although the perfected beings offer you their respectful homage, the demons are afraid and they flee here and there. All this is rightly done. Text number 36. Huh? Translation. What's the translation? Oh, Rishikesha.
The master of the senses.
That is Rishikesha, master of senses. Rishika, Isha. Rishika means senses, and Isha means controller. So that is master of senses. Oh, Rishikesha, the world becomes joyful upon hearing your name, and thus everyone become attached to you. Sthane Rishikesha Tava Prakirtya. Although perfected beings offer you their respectful homage, the demons are afraid and they flee here and there. All this is rightly done. So here he is explaining about what he has seen in that Vishwarupa. When he saw that Vishwarupa, he saw that different Siddha, Chanaras, these are the great personalities, they are offering prayers to the Lord. And by seeing that ferocious form, demons, they are fleeing away. They are running away from them. Arjuna, after hearing from Krishna about the outcome of battle of Kurukshetra, became an enlightened devotee of the Supreme Lord. He admitted that everything done by Krishna is quite fit. Arjuna confirmed that Krishna is the maintainer and the object of worship for the devotees and the destroyer of the undesirables. His actions are equally good for all. Arjuna understood herein that when the battlefield of Kurukshetra was being concluded, in outer space, there were present many demigods, siddhas, and the intelligentsia of the higher planets. And they were observing the fight because Krishna was present there. When Arjuna saw the universal form of the Lord, the demigods took pleasure in it. But others, who were demons and atheists, could not stand it when the Lord was praised. Out of their natural fear of the devastating form of the Supreme Personality of the Godhead, they flee. Krishna's treatment of the devotees and the atheist is praised by Arjuna. In all cases, a devotee glorifies the Lord because he knows that whatever he does is good for all. With the demonic people, their thought, whatever happens, they try to blame the Lord. Whether it is good or whether it is bad. If something good happens, they take their own credit. It's because of me, I have done, that's why it's happened. But if something happens wrong, then tendency is that Bhagwan humse aisa kyun karta hai? Huh? If anything happens good, we never go to God and say, hey, why me only? Why not others? But if something bad goes, then why me? Why not my neighbor? Why not my friend? Why not my enemy? That thing comes. And that's the propensity through which you can understand who are you. Mostly people that claim themselves as a devotee or a bhakta. And when they go to temple, when they are in some tragedy, then they remember Lord. And that is quite normal in this world. That's why when Mother Kunti says, Vipada Shandu Shashvata Tatra Tatra Jagat Guru Bhavatam Darshanam Syat Abhavat Punal Darshanam. My Lord, please make arrangement that each and every step I should get suffering. How many of you go to temple and ask for this? If you ask, then what people will think? Has gone mad. Generally, people, they go to temple, church, or any other places where they get spiritual enlightenment. They think that I should go there to get peace of mind. But here, Kunti, Lord himself is standing in front of her, and what she is asking? Give me suffering. Why so? She was not enough with whatever she has gone through. Look at her. Since childhood, she was in mess actually. When she was like a teenager, she got a boon from Durvasa. By chanting few mantras, she can call any of the demigod and she can have a progeny for him or son from him. So just to try it out, what she did, she called sun god. He appeared. By seeing his effulgence, she got shocked. Now he said, you have to bear fruit. Because you have called me up, so now you have to become a mother. She said, how is it possible? I'm not yet married. He said, don't worry. You will have a son, but he will not take birth from your womb. And here is. Then he handed over Karna to Kunti. So being a mother, she has to, what they say? Give up her own child. When she got married, she became a queen. And it is said in the Mahabharata, it is written, she was blessed by Durvasa Muni that she will remain ever youthful. She will never grow old. She was as beautiful as she was a teenager girl. It was amazing. She got married with the Pandu. Pandu was one of the warrior. He was a really good person who can wield weapons. He was a very strong person. But my mistake, he did one. Once he was on hunting, and by mistake he killed one rishi who was engaged in a romance with his wife. And he cursed him. When you will have a romance with your wife, you will leave your body. So being a king and got this sort of a curse, and he had a two beautiful wives, he said, what the use of having kingdom and having such a beautiful wife? Better to leave them. And so what he did, he came and stayed in forest. And there, then Kunti told him that this is what a boon I have got it, because we can't have physically intimacy. So how we can have kids then? And she said, this was the boon I got it from Durvasa. So with your permission, I can call demigods and we can have kids. He very happily said, okay. Then Indra, Dharma, then Vayu, they came and they gave child. Then Madri, being second wife of Pandu, Pandu requested Kunti, can you give that mantra to Madri so that she can also bear a child? So Madri was a bit smart. What she did, she called up Ashwini Kumara. And each of them gave her 2 kids to her. And one day, as per the plan of Providence, Madhuri went out for collecting wood. And while coming back, she got wet in the waterfall. And Pandu saw her and he got infatuated with illness. And he tried to have an intimacy with her and he died. So Madhuri went along with that Pandu. She went as a sati. She entered into the fire. And then Kunti took care of her son. Bhishma Dev, he called up and again they came back to Hastinapur, started staying there. But because of jealousy of Dhritarashtra's son, all the Pandu Putras, they were in trouble each and every time. And it was really tough for them. But still they continued. Duryodhana tried to burn them into ashes. Then he poisoned Bhima. What not he has done to kill them. All the endeavors he tried. Even whole battle was happened. All Kurus, they died. All the grandchildren of Pandavas, they died. Only 5 Pandavas were alive. And everything has happened and still she wants that, give me support. Then question comes, why she is asking that? She was one of the most intelligent women of that era. And why she is asking support? Who? The next line she says that, Bhavatam darshanam syat abhavat punar darshanam. Whenever we are in trouble, you were always there to protect us. If you read Mahabharata, whenever they were put into trouble, who saved them? It's Krishna. So she said that rather than giving happiness, because whenever there is a happiness, you won't come and share with us. You always stay in Dwarika. But whenever we in trouble, you are always with us. So that's why I'm asking for the suffering. So devotees, they always want association of their Lord in whichever position they may. And that's why it is said that Siddhas and Chandaras, they started praying or praising their Lordship. And Danavas or demons, they were totally against it. Then further he says, Kasmaschatena namirena mahantmana gariyase brahmanopyadikartre ananta devesha jagannivasa tvamaksharam sat asat tat paramyaya. O great one, who stand above even Brahma, you are the original master. Why should they not offer their homage up to you? O limitless one, O refuse of universe, you are the invincible source, the cause of all causes, transcendental to this material manifestation. By this offerings of obeisances, Arjuna indicates that Krishna is worshipable by everyone. He is all-pervading and he is soul of every soul. Arjuna is addressing Krishna as Mahatma, which means that he is most magnanimous and unlimited. Ananta indicates that there is a nothing which is not covered by the influence and energy of the Supreme Lord. And Devesha means that he is the controller of the demigods and is above them all. He is the center of the whole universe. Arjuna also thought that it was fitting that all the perfect living entities and all powerful demigods offer their respectful obeisances unto him, because no one is greater than him. He especially mentions that Krishna is greater than Brahma because Brahma is created by him. Brahma is born out of the lotus stem grown from the navel abdomen of Garbhodashayi Vishnu, who is Krishna's plenary expansion. Therefore, Brahma and Lord Shiva, who is born of Brahma, and all other demigods must offer their respective obeisances. Thus, the Lord is respected by Lord Shiva and Brahma and the similar other demigods. The word Aksharam is very significant because this material creation is a subject to destruction. But the Lord is above this material creation. He is the cause of all causes, and being so, he is superior to all conditioned souls within this material nature, as well as the material cosmic manifestation itself. He is therefore the all great supreme. Now question comes in the mind. Generally, people think that Krishna means who? Lord Vishnu's 8th incarnation. From Vishnu, Krishna comes. That's what the general perception is. To clear that, Arjuna has offered these prayers. In his prayers, he says, "Who are you? O refuge of the universe, the shelter of the universe." Why so? Because you are the invincible source. You are the source of everything. Source of whom, man? Everything means everything. Brahma, Rudra, everyone comes from. As explained here, Brahmaji is born out of the lotus which sprouts from the navel of Garbhodashayi Vishnu. And who is that Garbhodashayi Vishnu? Garbhodashayi Vishnu means Garbha Udaka Shayini. The Lord Vishnu who reclined on the ocean, Garbhodashayi ocean. From his navel comes the stain, on top of that there is a lotus, and on that lotus Brahma appears. He is never taken birth from any mother's womb. That's why he is known as a Aja, and all we are Yonija. Yonija means who has come out of the womb, and Aja means who never took birth like ordinary people has taken. That's why one name of Brahma is Aja. So this Aja, from his Bhukruti means void, means eyebrows. From the middle of his eyebrows came Rudra, Lord Shiva. So, being a source of everyone, Arjuna says that everyone should offer prayer to you. Everyone should offer homage unto you. And that was what says in the beginning of 10th chapter. Aham sarvasya prabho matta samarva pravartate. I'm the source of everyone. Everything emanates from me. Iti matva bhajante mam buddha bhava samanvitaha. And who knows this, understands this, is considered as an intelligent person. And all others are fool. F double O double. Double no. double O-L, tooth. Do we realize that? If someone says, पागल है क्या, तो फिर दिमाग हट जाता है. See, that's why so-called intellectual people, they don't read Bhagavad Gita itself. In the beginning, where Lord has started with his teachings, the first shloka itself, he says, you are a fool. First accept that, then I will start giving you knowledge. Ashochanam shochacham, pragyavadan shabhashase, gatasuna gatan socham, nanu shochante panditaha. Nanu shochandi panditaha. You speak like a scholarly person. What do you mean? हाँ? क्या वाला है? बहुत शानपट्टी सिखा रहा है. मतलब? That means you are a fool and speaking like an intelligent person. So, the person who understands that the creation has taken place from the Lord. He is the creator. And that's why he is known as here Devesha. Devesha means Deva Isha. Deva means all demigods. And Isha means controller. He is controller of all demigods. And what else? One more word that has used here, Aksharam. The word Aksharam is very significant because this material creation is subject to destruction. Whatever is there in this world which has created, it undergoes 6 transformations. What are they?
Birth, old age,
That's it. There are 6 things that happen. It's happening with us, but we don't know about it, which is essential to know, which is not yet taught in our school. We are just becoming donkeys, carrying so many degrees on shoulder, but don't have a real knowledge. It's a bit crude, but it's fact, which is essential for the day-to-day livings that never get taught in any school. Have you realized that or not?
realizing.
Realize? Realizing. What I asked you?
6.
6. One is birth. If someone has taken birth, definitely it will grow. No? Huh? So we took a birth, we started growing. Well, at the particular age, then it starts producing its fruits. Once we give birth to kids. So first is birth, second is growth, third is prajanan, byproducts. Then fourth is, what will be the next one? Maintenance. It will get maintained for a few years. And then it will decay. And then die. So these are the 6 transformations. Everyone is going through. Has anybody asked question, why is it so? Are we able to stop it? The whole cosmetic industry is running on that. America is looting whole universe, actually, whole world with billions of dollars every year by producing so many ideas. They are not producing anything here, but from China and other places they are producing, having their own trademark on that and looting the whole world. Like Fair and Lovely. Till date, no one has become fair by putting that Fair and Lovely. But still it's going on. Since my childhood, I'm hearing that. Now I'm almost like a 40, 42. No one has become fair by applying that Fair and Lovely, but still it's in market and people are buying it.
I said fair and handsome also.
Yeah. What's happening there? Nothing. And nature has given its own symptoms. According to that, we don't want to live. As you attain 30, automatically bodies start producing actually. Because up to the age of 28 for the male and up to 32 female, they remain quite naturally fertile. So they can produce. Something new development will happen in the body. But after that, everything gets stopped. And then you have to maintain. That's what the body says. Generally, you can see the people who process 30, 35 or beyond that, then automatically they start becoming fat. How they may try to remain slim and trim, it never happens. He's like that since beginning. He's not like now he's trying for that and he's become. No. Look at you. From beginning you are like this. You may eat in the ghee or maybe put a ghee on the body, but you will not grow. Same way.
Copying.
Generally, everyone has born with that thing. Then what happens? When you reach 40s, automatically body says now, take a bath, cool down. Why? Already you are not able to see anything. The first hair grows gray near ear only, and they are giving you cool down, get on your back seat now. But still they wanted to on the front by dyeing it, by culturing hairs on the bald skull. They wanted to cheat even nature. Put different glasses, lenses. But are you going to get normal? No. Then when you reach 50s, automatically body says now, stop eating solid food. Start with the soup. Because you are not able to digest. Gradually, they will leave you. That means, don't eat which you can't chew. So now have just only soup and maintain your body, and that will help you. But what we do? Spend some 1,30,000 and get all 32 new ones. Every 6 months you have to clean them or change them because inside size has either reduced. That's your thing. See, nature is naturally giving you a chance to cope up with your body. But what we do? We try to become smart. At the age of 70, 75, we get done the plastic surgery so that skin can look like a 30, 35. Does it happen? Wrinkle free. For what? Already his next body is there in the garage now. That has to come out. No, showroom. This he has to put it in the garage now. What to speak of that? So nature, whatever produced here, it goes under this 6 transformation. Because the world itself is a kshara. Kshara means destructible. So nothing remains same here. Then why to endeavor for that? And waste time on that. And that's why he says, Lord is the cause of all causes, and being so, he is superior to all conditioned souls within the material nature, and as well as material cosmic manifestation itself. And he is therefore all great supreme. We'll discuss on this topic on Wednesday because I have just finished one part. There's a second part. This time we are going to discuss only about Guna Avataras, and after that comes Shakti Avatara. It's coming Wednesday on our regular session. There we will go and cover this topic. Then in the next verse he says, Tvamadi Deva Purusha Puranas Tvamasya Vishwasya Param Nidhanam Vetasi Vedyam Cha Paramam Cha Dhama Vaya Tatat Tvam Vishwam Anantarupam. See, now he is glorifying the Lordship as Tvam Adi Deva. You are the original personality of the God. Purushaha. What is in by Purusha? Huh? Oh, that's in English. Personality. What word mean?
Enjoy.
Exactly. Purusha means who enjoys. That's why in our scripture it is said, only having a female body does not give the feminine nature. Sometimes you can find male in female body also because of their enjoying tendency. Not enjoying, we can say it is an exploitating tendency. And here he says that you are a Purana Purusha. Purana Purusha means, as Lord has explained, Bhoktaram Yajna Tapasam Sarvalokam Maheshwaram. I am the enjoyer of all the Yagyas and 14 planetary systems. Sarvaloka Maheshwar. I am the enjoyer of all the austerities as well as Yagyas, and I am the controller of all 14 planets. That's why he here says that Tvam Purana Purushaha. You are the oldest enjoyer. There may be a new, as we see that every 6 years here, president changes. 4 years. So India, one more year. One more.
So they can go for another 4. Next.
8.
Next.
Then you will have next one. So even a topmost enjoyer is president only. He is also not having a permanent chair for it.
Not having any luck.
Sorry?
He's not having any luck. No luck. He's not having any luck.
Oh, luck. So same way, there is a one, like we'll see in regards of Brahma's life. See, in one day of Brahma, which is known as a kalpa, this is Vedic mathematics. One day is known as a kalpa. One kalpa has 1,000 Divya Yugas. One Divya Yuga is like 4,32,000 Kali Yuga. Double of that, 8,64,000 Dwapar Yuga. 17,28,000 Treta Yuga. And Satya Yuga is Satya Yuga is 35 like a 35 lakh years. 35 plus no, it's double of that. No?
35.
35 lakhs. 35 plus 17 plus 8 plus 4. If you calculate that, is go to get like a 432 something into 1,000. That's what one day of a Brahma. In one day of a Brahma, there are 14 Manu. So each Manu has a lifespan of 71.5 Divya Yugas. So the life of demigods is one Manvantara only. And like that, there are 14 Manvantaras in Brahma's day. So in one Brahma's day, 14 times different living entities, they become demigods. So even Brahma's lifetime, demigods' position is not fixed. Every 71.5 yugas, they have to change their post. As compared to all these demigods, we may consider that Brahma is acquiring his post for a long time. He lives for 100 years. So like you can calculate his lifespan. 4,32,000 into 1,000 into 365 into 100. How much is that? Out of brain. Such a Brahma, he dies. After his 100 years, he dies. Then who remains back? Brahma himself, he says that Ishvara Parama Krishna Sachidananda Vigraha Anadi Radir Govinda Sarva Karana Karanam. He is the source of all beings, source of everything, cause of all causes. And that's why here he offers prayer to Lord, saying that you are the original personality to Godhead, you are the only sanctuary of his manifested cosmic world, you know everything, and you are all that is knowable. You are above the material modes, O limitless form. This whole cosmic manifestation is perverted by you. Everything is resting on Supreme Personality of Godhead. Therefore, he is ultimate rest. Nidhamanam. Nidhamanam means ultimate rest. Even Brahman effulgence rests on Supreme Personality of the Godhead Krishna. He is the knower of everything that is happening in this world. And if knowledge has any end, he is end of all knowledge. Vedesha sarve aham eva vedyo vedanta kritved videvashraham. That one line itself tells us everything about. Vedesha sarve aham eva vedyo. So whatever knowledge is there in the world is known as a Veda. Nothing is there which is not there in the Vedas. And so everything is included there. So what's the purpose of Vedas? Vedesha sarve aham eva vedyo. To know the Lord is the purpose of Vedas. But who knows Vedas? He said, it's me only, Krishna. Vedesha sarve aham eva vedyo. Vedanta krit. Who has created him? He. Veda videvashyaham. And who knows it fully? It's he. And that's why he says here, that is the end of knowledge. He is the object of knowledge because he is all-pervading. Because he is the cause of spiritual world, he is the transcendental. He is also chief personality in the transcendental world. Now he is explaining who are these all demigods, what is their location and position. Settle. He says, Vayor yamo agnir varuna shanka prajapati swam prapita mahasya namo namaste tu sahasra kritva punasya bhuyo namo namaste. You are air, fire, water, and you are the moon. You are the supreme controller and the grandfather. Because of our respectful obeisances unto you 1,000 times and again and yet again. Api namo namaste. The Lord is addressed here as air because air is the most important representation of all the demigods. Being all pervasive, Arjuna also addressed Krishna as the grandfather because he is the father of Brahma, the first living creature in this universe. Nama purastat ataprasthataste namostute sarvayeva sarva anandaviryamita vikramasvam Sarvam swapano shitato asi sarvaha. Obeisances from the front, from behind, from all sides. O unbounded power, you are the master of limitless might. You are all pervading, and thus you are everything. Out of loving ecstasy for Krishna, his friend Arjuna is offering his respects from all sides. He is accepting that he is the master of all potencies and all prowess, and far superior to all the great warriors assembled on the battlefield. It is said in the Vishnu Puran, Yoyam Tvagato Deva Samipam Devata Ganas Tvam Yeva Jagat Srishta Yata Sarvagato Bhavan. Whoever comes before you, even if he be a demigod, is created by you, O Supreme Personality of the God. And now, Arjuna is begging forgiveness from the Lord. Why? Because seeing all this universal form, the glories of the Lord, now he is feeling depressed in his heart because he has did a blunder. And what is that? He has explained in the next two verses. He says, Sakheti matva prasabam yadaptam he Krishna he Yadava he Sakheti Adhyanata mahimanam tvadevam Aya pramadat pranayena vapi Yachavaskartam asakritosi Viharashayasana bhojaneshu Ekotavapya achyuta tat samaksham Tatshamaye tvam aham prameyam. He says, Saketi matva prasabham yaduktam. I have in the past addressed you as, O Krishna, O Keshava, O Yadava, O my friend, without knowing your glories. Please forgive whatever I may have done in madness or in a love. I have dishonored you many times, while relaxing or while lying or laying on the same bed or eating together, sometimes alone and sometimes in front of many friends. Please excuse me for all my offenses. Sometimes we take someone granted because too much closure or intimacy. But when we realize the value of that person, then we say, oh my God, 2 years back I said this to him. I was really in love with this person. But who is he now? Now I realize he's the master of all the universes. And I was sleeping with him on the bed. I was eating with him in one plate. I was joking with him. I was kidding with him. But now who is he? All the Vedas, Shrutis, Smritis, Rishis, Siddha, Chanaras, Gandharvas, all they folded their hands and they are praying him. And I used to jokingly scold at him. So now he is realizing what blunder he has done and he is begging forgiveness. My Lord, please forgive me. Shammaye Tvam aham aprameyam. Because I never understood your magnanimity. You are so magnanimous and immeasurable. It's really tough for me to know about you. And Prabhupada says that although Krishna is manifested before Arjuna in his universal form, Arjuna remembers his friendly relationship with Krishna and is asking pardon and requesting him to excuse him for the many informal gestures which arise out of friendship. He is admitting that formally he did not know that Krishna could assume such a universal form. Although he explained it as his intimate friend, Arjuna did not know how many times he may have dishonored him by addressing him as a, oh my friend, oh Krishna, oh Yadava, etc., without acknowledging his opulences. But Krishna is so kind and merciful that in spite of such opulence, he played with Arjuna as a friend. Such is the transcendental loving reciprocation between the devotee and the Lord. That is what Vairagya means. Lord, Bhagavan means who has all six opulences together. He is known as a Bhagavan. And one of the opulences is Vairagya, renunciation. So here he is the person who is the topmost supreme enjoyer in this world, who is the boss of all bosses. But he has accepted the role of chariot driver for his own devotee. Why? That is out of love. And that's what seen here is enunciation. Consider you are the CEO or VP of your company. At least in India, they have a drivers for everywhere. To sit with the driver, people think that minimizing their position. But sometimes if CEO desires and he asks his driver, sit at the back seat, I will drive today. What that driver will feel in his heart? He will be embarrassed. Embarrassed. What is this? The same situation is there with Arjuna now. Now we understood Krishna is the most personality of God, and he's sitting in front of me like a charioteer, like a sarathi. You know, in the olden days, when they were fighting, how they used to indicate the sarathi, that which direction he has to take chariot? Because he can't speak. There is so much of tumultuous noise. People are screaming, shouting. So how he can able to tell it? How? Generally, the charioteer or the person, yotha, warrior, what he has to do? If he has to go front, he has to kick on the butts straight on the sarathi. So he has to go straight. If he has to go on the right side, he will kick on the right side of the butt. So he will take on the right, left, like that. And Lord has accepted that position for the Arjuna. Can you imagine? That's the glory of love. For his own devotee, like once, Nanda Baba, he asked, Lala, go and get my shoes. Lala ran. He took the wooden sleepers or khadao of Nanda Baba and he put it on his head. And he carried them to Nanda Baba. Can you imagine? For the dust of his lotus feet, even Brahma, he is desperate to get it. He is doing like a millions of years austerity to get the dust of his lotus feet. And that person is carrying the wooden shoes of his own devotee. And people, they say, why Krishna says me in Bhagavad Gita? Because he is. Can you do it? No. People, they like to do Rasa Leela. Why? Krishna has done it. But before doing Rasa Leela, when he was born, he was just like a few days infant. Putana came with applying Kalakuta Visha or poison, deadly poison on her breast to kill Krishna. And Krishna drank that also and her life here also. So if you want to do Rasalila, have a cup of a poison, and if you survive it, you don't mind. Forget, try to switch only. Then I will think about it. Huh? He's pointing at you.
So why Krishna shown the Vishwarupa? Because he already spoke to him, said all these things.
See, in the 10th chapter, he has shown his 82 opulences. Generally, people, they wanted to see God. But to see their Lordship, we need to have some pre-qualification. Like sound waves. Are you able to see them? So they are not there. No? They are there. So same way, if you want to see their Lordship, there is a procedure to see. Then Arjuna said, everybody can't go through that procedure. So please let me know, in this material manifestation, where I can see you. The Lord says, okay, you wanted to see me? Then I am the taste of water. If you take out the taste, like if you are really thirsty, just drink distilled water. Are you able to quench your thirst? No, because the taste is not there. You may see fire, but if it's not there, can you call it as fire? No. The essence of each and everything, he says, it's me. You may say a human being, but if, like a Purusha, if he does not have that fertility, can call him Purusha. Maybe he is having a body, but not the substance which is needed as well. Like a woman, if they don't have a lajja, they are not considered as a woman. And all these qualities, Lord says, you can see them as me. Dharmavrattu bhuteshu kamosmi bharatakshara. But following rules and regulations, if someone uses his lust, Lord says it's me, because it's according to the religious principle. According to religious principles, if you become a child and for that you come together, then that is something as a religious. And Lord says it's me. Among the indriyas, all the senses, which is the strong one? Mind. Lord says it's me. Indriyana manushasmi. Prabhasmi shashi suryo. Prabha means effulgence. Light. Sun is there, but if it is covered, can you call it as the sun? If it does not have that effulgence, you will not call it as the sun. Neither sun or moon. So Lord says, these are the 82 opulences that I am having. Now he said, okay, theoretically I have understood. Show me practically, no? Because he was knowing that in the age of Kali, there are so many fools and rascals are going to come who will claim themselves as a god. There were so many imposters. They were there, they are there, and they will be there, calling himself as a God or Bhagavan. At least last 40 years, I have seen more than 10, 15 Bhagavan. They came and gone. First they become Maharaj or Baba. Then they become Maharaj. Then they become Mahanta. Then some Mahamandaleshwar. After that, Bhagavan. In 2000, when I went to that Kumbh Mela, exactly opposite to our tent, our booth, there was a booth of one person. In his previous life, means before becoming sadhu, he was a pilot. So he was pilot Baba. Next, after 4 years, again we went for a Kumbh Mela. We saw then Bhagavan pilot Baba with Bhagavati. Then there was someone in Andhra, there one fellow was there. He was claiming himself as a Kalki Bhagavan. To have his darshan, there will be 3 strips: yellow, green and red. Yellow means 11,000. Green means 21,000. And red is 51,000. If you go and stand there to have a darshan of that Bhagavan. After 5 years, we saw that Bhagavan also with the Bhagavati. Because his potency was gone, so he has to get some potency. What nonsense is that? In the scripture, it is clearly mentioned who is who and when he is going to come. Who will be his parents? What will be the place he will born? And after taking us, what he will do? Like Bhagavan Buddha. Generally, people nowadays, they are misunderstanding that Gautam Buddha is Bhagavan Buddha. But Gautam Buddha is totally different from the 9th incarnation of the Lord, which is known as a Buddha. The Lord's incarnation, which came as a Buddha, which was in the first 1,000 years of Kali Yuga. And the Gautam Buddha was born after 2,600 years. Both were having the same Gotra, Gautama Gotra. But dynasties are totally different. Gautam Buddha was born in the Iskcon dynasty. And Buddhavatar, he was born in one Brahmana family. There's a lot of difference. And we are not knowing that. Because we don't read our scripture so intensely or seriously as we read other novels and fictions. It's not our mistake also, because for last 2 or 3 generations, we are superly brainwashed by some anti-elements which are against the Vedas. And they have represented the whole thing in such a way that we are minimizing the values of our own scriptures. See, Srimad Bhagavatam, a purely devotional epic. But 5,000 years back, Vasudeva has wrote on the whole embryology in the Srimad Bhagavatam. In the 3rd canto, there is from the day of conception up to the day of delivery. How from the pea size up to that 1.5 feet fetus, what's every day, what development is happening, everything is mentioned there. How many of us really know about this? Recently, when 1975 that sonography machine came in the Western world, then they realized that how that fetus grows. But it is already explained in our Garbhopanishad and Srimad Bhagavatam. And not only that, Srimad Bhagavatam gives detailed narration about his mental situation. And we have different sanskaras from the day of conception up to the day of delivery. What has to be done in certain month, what care has to be taken in that. So everything is explained nicely. But because of our so-called Western knowledge, we think that everything is weak. No substance. People mostly, when they saw us in this cloth, they say, "Hey, Pandit aa gaya. Gaon wala aa gaya. Hey, hathi aa gaya." Aware. But what knowledge that people has, and actually your polished animals will not have it. They don't have that common sense, which is really common for the common person who is in touch with the Vedic scripture. So, to understand this and apply it in our life, that's the real art. That art has taught to Arjuna in the whole Bhagavad Gita. So next he says, Hitasi lokasya characharasya tvamasya pujyasya cha guror gariyam नत्वत्समो अस्ति अभ्यकाधिक कुतोऽन्यो लोकत्रयेऽप्य अपरितं प्रभावा. You are the father of the complete cosmic manifestation, the worshipable chief, the spiritual master. No one is equal to you, nor can anyone be one with you. Within the three worlds, you are immeasurable. The Lord Krishna is worshipable as a father is worshipable for his son. He is the spiritual master because he originally gave the Vedic instruction to Brahma, and presently he is also instructing Bhagavad Gita to Arjuna. Therefore, he is the original spiritual master, and any bona fide spiritual master at the present moment must be descendant in the line of a disciplic succession stemming from Krishna. Without being a representative of Krishna, one cannot become a teacher or a spiritual master or a transcendental subject matter. Now here is the real qualification to become a spiritual master or transcendental teacher as given here. He should be in connection with Krishna. He must be in the proper disciplic succession or sampradaya. The Lord is being paid obeisances in all respects. He is immeasurable greatness. No one can be greater than the Supreme Personality of the Godhead, Krishna. Because no one is equal to or higher than Krishna within any manifestation, spiritual or material. Everyone is below him. No one can excel him. The Supreme Lord Krishna has a senses and a body like the ordinary man. But for him, there is no difference between his senses, body, mind, and himself. Foolish persons who do not know him perfectly says that Krishna is different from his soul, mind, heart, everything else. Krishna is absolute. Therefore, his activities and potencies are supreme. It is also stated that he does not have a senses like ours. He can perform all sensual activities. Therefore, his senses are neither imperfect nor limited. No one can be greater than him. No one can equal to him. And everyone is lower than him. In the Brahma Samhita, Brahmaji says, Angani yasya sakalendriya vrittimanti Pashanti pandi Yanti chiram jaganti Chinmaya satuchvala vigrahasya Govindamari purusham tamaham bhajan. Angani yasya sakalendriya vrittimanti Pashanti pandi jaganti. Means his bodily limbs, they are so perfect that they can perform work of any other bodily limb. Like when you offer food to the Lord, what happens exactly? Does he eat? Then how you call it as a prasad? Through his glance, he accepts that. Yasya kanishva sitakala mathavalambya jivanti noma vilaja jagadandanataha. The whole cosmic manifestation is created and impregnated by the Lord by his glance only. He just looks at and that Mahatattva gets impregnated. And the whole creation comes into existence. So he can perform any task of any limb with a different limb. And that's why he is known as a transcendental. His senses neither imperfect nor limited. No one can be greater than him. What's that? asama urdhvaha. Nothing equal to him and nothing higher than him. Whoever knows his transcendental body, activities and perfection, after quitting his body returns to him and doesn't come back again to this miserable world. Was that shloka in the 8th chapter? Andakale cha mameva smatva kalevaram yaprayati somabhavam dati na asti atra samshaya. Whoever remembers him at the time of death, he goes to him. And he will never come back. No asti atra samshaya, there is no doubt about it. Then further he says, therefore one should know that Krishna's activities are different from the others. The best policy is to follow the principles of Krishna. That will make one perfect. It is also stated that there is no one who is master of Krishna. Everyone is his servant. Krishna ara sabha bhrutya jara jaise nachaye tare kare nritya. In Chaitanya Charitamrita it says, Ekala Ishvara Krishna. The topmost controller is only Krishna. Ara sabha bhrutya, and everyone else is servant. Jara jaise nachaye. So whomever he make dance the way he wants, everyone has to dance. See, if you give him with love, then he will bless you. If you don't want to give, he will take it in the form of a death. Because death, at the time of death, everything goes. So which is the better way? Anyhow, you have to give it. So better to give it the love, no? And get love from him. Otherwise, mrityu sarva harashya. At the time of death, no one is safe. Even Alexander, the Great, they caught him. Huh? When he's supposed to leave his body, he asked one of his ministers, when I die, just stretch out my hands out of my coffin. He said, what an absurd wish you have. It's for what? He said, I wanted to show the whole people that for which I have massacred millions of people and amassed such a large quantity of wealth. But look at me. After death, I'm going empty-handed. So whatever you do is useless, because at the time of death, everything is taken away from you. When we born, we came naked. And when we die, forcefully we are made naked to go. That means you can't take anything with you. And still, whole life we are struggling to collect. For whom? For kids, huh? For our kids, so they can exploit, they can fight. Huh? For whom we are doing this? We never thought about that. Only Krishna is God and everyone is servant. Everyone is compiling with his order, complying his order. There is no one who can deny his order. Everyone is acting according to his direction. Maya hi yasya jagadanda shatani sute traigunyatat vishaya veda vitayamana satva balumbi parisatva vishuddha sutvam govinda madhurya. Maya hi yasya jagadanda shatani. Even this whole material creation, ichchana rupam api yasya cheshtatesa. As per his will, everything that works, that done, prakriti kriyamana. As stated in Brahma Samhita, he is the cause of all causes. Tasmat pranamya pranidhaya kayam prasadaye tvamaham ishamayam piteva putrasya sakheva sakhyo Priya Priyaya Rasideva Sodum. You are the Supreme Lord, to be worshipped by every living being. Thus I fall down to offer you my respect and ask your mercy. Please tolerate the wrongs that I may have done to you, and bear with me as a father with his son, or a friend with his friend, or a lover with his beloved. Krishna's devotees relate to Krishna in various relationships. One might treat Krishna as a son. One might treat Krishna as a husband, as a friend, as a master, etc. Krishna and Arjuna are related in friendship. As the father tolerates, or the husband or a master tolerates, so Krishna tolerates all the wrongs done by the Arjuna. Adrishta purvam drishtosmi drishtva bhayena cha paryatitam mano me tadeva me tarshayadeva rupam prasida devesha jagan nivasa. After seeing this universal form, which I have never seen before, I am gladdened, but at the same time, my mind is disturbed with a fear. Therefore, please bestow your grace upon me and reveal again your form as a personality of a Godhead. O Lord of the Lords, O abode of the universe, Prasida Devesha Jagan Nivas. Arjuna is always in confidence with the Krishna because he is a very dear friend. As a dear friend, he is gladdened by his friend's opulences. Arjuna is joyfully to see that his friend Krishna is the supreme personality of a Godhead and can show such a wonderful universal form. But at the same time, after seeing that universal form, he is afraid that he has committed so many offenses to Krishna out of his unalloyed friendship. Thus his mind is disturbed out of a fear. Although he had no reason to fear, Arjuna therefore is asking Krishna to show his Narayan form because he can assume any form. This universal form is a material and temporary, as the material world is temporary. But in the Vaikuntha planets, he has his transcendental form with the 4 hands as a Narayan. There are innumerable planets in the spiritual sky, and each of them, Krishna is present by his plenary manifestation of a different name. Thus Arjuna desired to see one of the forms manifest in the Vaikuntha planets. Of course, in each Vaikuntha planet, the form of a Narayan is 400, and the 400 holds different symbols. The conch shells, snake, lotus, and disc. According to the different hands, these 4 things are held in, the Narayanas are named. All of these forms are one and the same to Krishna. Therefore, Arjuna requests to see his 400 form. Kiritinam garinam chakrahastam ichchami tvam darashtutam aham tataiva tenaiva rupena chaturbhujena sahasrabaho bhava vishwamute. O Universal Lord, I wish to see you in your 4-armed form, with a helmeted head, with a club, whip, conch, and lotus flower in your hands. I long to see you in that form. In the Brahma Samhita, it is stated that the Lord is eternally situated in hundreds and thousands of forms. And the main form are those like Rama, Narasimha, Narayana, etc. There are innumerable forms. But Arjuna knew that Krishna is the original personality of a Godhead, assuming his temporary universal form. He is now asking to see the form of Narayana, a spiritual form. This verse establishes without any doubt the statement of Srimad Bhagavatam that Krishna is the original personality of a Godhead. Krishnastu Bhagavan Swayam. And all other features originate from him. He is not different from his plenary expansion, and he is a God in any of his innumerable forms. He may come as a Varaha, Kurma, but he is Lord. In all these forms, he is fresh like a young man. That is the constant feature of the Supreme Personality of the Godhead. One who knows Krishna at once becomes free from all contaminations of material world. And then Lord starts speaking. And that we will see day after tomorrow, on Sunday. What Lord says about his own form. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram. Srimad Bhagavad Gita ki, Srila Prabhupada ki.